from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
A decision about a return to in-person learning could come on Monday, and Henrico Police need your help to catch a robber who assaulted two convenience store employees. We'll have details about those stories in today's Henrico News Minute for Wednesday, December 30th, 2020. It's our last episode of the year, and it's brought to you by Henrico County.
And now for the news.
Well, in-person learning is scheduled to resume for elementary school students in Henrico whose families selected it for them January 11th and 14th, but that still could be subject to change. The Henrico Schools Health Committee will meet on Monday to review COVID data and the school system's mitigation plans, and then it's expected to recommend to Superintendent Amy Cashwell and the Henrico School Board whether it supports the existing timeline for a return or believes a delay is necessary. That return has already been delayed once. It was scheduled to happen beginning November 30th, but a health committee update November 16th prompted Cashwell to delay the return until this month, citing rising COVID case counts. On the day she made her announcement, the county had tied its single-day record for new COVID cases with 81 and was experiencing an average of 49 new cases a day and about 15 cases per 100,000 people. Since then, the COVID numbers have just multiplied. Henrico is now averaging more than 130 new cases each day, and its case rate per 100,000 is nearly 40. The total number of new cases per 100,000 people during the past 14 days is 556. That's more than double its total of 216 from November 16th, the date of Cashwell's last announcement. Both those numbers are considered highest risk from a transmission standpoint, according to the Virginia Department of Health. The percentage of PCR tests that are positive during the most recent 14-day period is 8.8% now. It was just 5% back on November 16th. Police need your help to find a suspect who robbed a convenience store in the county's north side. It happened December 23rd, just before 2 a.m. in the 5600 block of Chamberlain Road. The suspect followed an employee around the counter demanding money from the cash register, then hit the employee on the head several times with a metal object. When a second employee intervened, the same thing happened to that employee. The suspect then robbed the store and left on foot, headed south on Chamberlain. Both employees were treated for non-life-threatening injuries at a local hospital. The suspect is described as a black male, 5'9" to 5'11", with an average build and medium complexion. You can see a picture of him from surveillance cameras on our website, henricocitizen.com, by clicking on this article. If you have any information, call Henrico Police at 501-4891 or Crime Stoppers at 780-1000. Henrico is continuing to average about 130 new daily cases of COVID-19 during the past 7 days. The county reported 155 new cases yesterday and is now one case shy of 12,000 overall. There were also 5 new COVID-related hospitalizations and 2 new deaths, according to the Virginia Department of Health. All but 22 of the county's 290 virus-related deaths have been reported among people 60 or older. About half of those who died were white, while about 39% were black and 5% were Latino. Now, of the 675 people hospitalized by the virus in Henrico, about 47% have been black, 34% white, and 10% Latino. Overall, whites account for 57% of Henrico's population, blacks 31%, and Latinos 6%. The county now has conducted more than 206,600 COVID tests among citizens during the pandemic. That's the third highest number conducted in any locality, just behind Fairfax and Prince William counties. Henrico's 7-day PCR test positivity percentage of 8.3% is well below the current state average of 12.2%. Henrico's averaging just shy of 1,300 PCR tests a day in the most recent 7-day period. The county's 7-day percentage for rapid tests is 10.1%. That's based upon an average of about 635 per day during the same period. The state average for rapid tests is also 12.2%. Well, the local housing market has been in full effect throughout the pandemic. If you want to take a look at the most recent week of transactions in Henrico County, you can do that on our website, henricocitizen.com. Click on News and then drop down to Property Transactions to see a sampling of local sales. Today's Henrico News Minute is brought to you in part by Henrico County. How did Henrico County respond to the challenges of 2020? By taking bold steps to strengthen its connections with residents, businesses, and other stakeholders. That's one of the many takeaways from County Manager John Vitolkis' State of the County address. This year's presentation is all virtual due to COVID-19. To check it out, go to henrico.us and click the link at the top of the page. Connect with your county at henrico.us.